Hello friends and family, and good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Today we have a really exciting trip planned to the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have a great assortment of really rare Disney collectibles. You're going to even find your Funko Pops, your different type of figures, a rare selection of Disney pins, and also way in the back section, they recently added a whole store almost, like it's items from Disney Character Warehouse at some amazing prices. So lots of good Disney happenings here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Here's a little bit of the view here at Lakeland, Florida. Coming into the Antique Mall itself, not too busy, but I do want to point out the signage because you could totally just drive right past it. It literally just says Antique Mall. It's sandwiched in between Lowe's and Chuck E. Cheese. That being said, the parking lot here for the Lakeland Antique Mall is absolutely massive. It's right over there. And before we do head inside, I do want to mention, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. Coming here though to the Antique Mall, this is about 35-40 minutes away from Walt Disney World property, but it's always nice coming out and doing some Disney treasure hunting. You never know what you're gonna find, and they usually have a ton of different Disney and Disneyland resort items. Here's a brand new photo op that they do have. Before you even go inside, they have a whole carriage. This is really neat though. You'll always find creative things like this here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. I do want to mention the hours of operation. They're open Mondays to Sundays, usually 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So as soon as you come inside, they do have a bunch of different ride vehicles. This one here is a Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland Starjet, $35,000. It shows you right in here where it was over in the Tomorrowland. That is $35,000 for a piece of Disney history. Really incredible though to see an actual ride vehicle that was used over at Disney's Magic Kingdom. You'll even find things like over here. Let's see what we got doing. This is a Disneyland Park used castle prop for the refurbishment during the 50th anniversary celebration. But this thing is absolutely massive, crazy cool. And check out some of the banners up there. You have the Disneyland Circus Fantasy. Up front here also though, how about this for awesome? They have a Disneyland Space Mountain ride vehicle, part of Recycling the Magic, but this has the original lap restraints. You can see the speakers, but they have the Mad Hatter riding it. This is really cool. Actually holds 6 different passengers. You can purchase a lot of really nice Disneyland history items. And then over here is a Disney Store New York Times Square one-of-a-kind prop with Alice in Wonderland. How amazing is that to see here at the Antique Mall? Let's see what we got doing up front here in some of the bins. This is part of the Disney ink and paint collection. Like I was saying, they do have a great assortment of different Disney park pins. This is a set of 4 of them for $26. Let's see what else we got in this bin though. We have Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and Mickey Mouse. A set of 4 pins. That one is $18, but they do have different pin sets with so many different Disney characters. These ones here are actually the Toy Story set from the new Pixar Summer Collection that was just released last year, I believe. But a ton of assorted characters. Like this one has a set of 8 different pins with all of the Disney princesses. You never know what you're gonna find inside of the bins though. Like here is the 2023 lanyard with set of 4 matching pins. Let's see here. These are originally $40, now $26 at the Lakeland Antique Mall. Lots of starter pin sets though. You get 4 pins of Mickey with the matching lanyard. Let's see what we got doing in this bin though. They have a ton of assorted buttons. This one here is July 4th, 2003, my Disneyland birthday. That is so old, crazy cool to see that here. Here is a version just with Minnie Mouse. Breakfast in the Park with Minnie and Friends. That one is neat. Let's see what else we got doing though. We have Disney Winnie the Pooh, 2 new videos, July 17th. You'll even find some like this one here, Heard the Best Kept Secret, Disney Vacation Club with Goofy. But you can go through all these pins and different buttons in the front here. Disney's Tiny Kingdom, but they do have some like rare pins that are behind this glass case. Let's see, we have Grumpy Dwarf. This pair is like a pair of glasses. You have Mickey on the inside. That one's really neat. Let's see, we have Happy Kwanzaa 2004 with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And right underneath there is Happy Holidays 2016. Again, these are Disney Park pins with Mickey Mouse, but they have 2017 Disney Wine and Dine. I did it 13.31 miles. All these pins though are assorted different prices. Like they have some Stitch ones where he's holding the blaster pistols. Right over here is Princess Jasmine from Aladdin with Agrabah. She's holding the genie's lamp. You'll even find some different like Christmas ones here. Mickey's making a winky face. He has the Santa hat and scarf on, but these are all kind of mixed throughout. Like they have C-3PO from Star Wars. All different prices though. Like how about this one? Really sparkly with Snow White. On the opposite side here, they have one with Daisy Duck, way back Christmas 2017. Let's see what else we got doing here though. This is the 50th Happiest Celebration on Earth Hero Award. Oh, that's cool. The environmental one with Jiminy Cricket. In the same case though, right underneath, you'll find some really cool statues. This is a cast member service award for 15 amazing years at Walt Disney World, 175 for that. They do have the 50th anniversary Cinderella Castle. It comes with the collector's base, $300. Over here is a new Disney pin set from the Jungle Book, brand new in the box as well. The 40th anniversary, $28. Lots of different box sets with pins. But as you could see, as soon as you come inside the Lakeland Antique Mall, like every row is alphabetically numbered. It starts with A down there and then goes all the way down this way. It's all literally just individual booths with different vendors. Like everybody sells something that's a little bit different. A lot of the booths though, you're going to find a great selection of different Disney items. Let's actually come inside this one and see what we can find. So inside of the glass cabinets, they have a really fancy Jim Shore 50th anniversary Cinderella Castle. That one is $159. Look at this, they even have like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, some little ceramic figurines. Right up ahead though from, let's see here, Nightmare Before Christmas is a ginormous sculpture that does light up. It says here they do have the original packaging. Over here is the 50th anniversary totem pole statue. This one is another Jim Shore piece with Donald Duck. And then they do have even more like snow globes, a lot of really rare ones. This one is super duper expensive. Disney Store Princess and the Frog with Princess Tiana. Absolutely massive though, $875. But underneath there is a Jungle Book one that I haven't seen before. When you do come to these different booths though to do some Disney treasure hunting, a little bit of stuff is kind of like everywhere. Like they'll have some old Winnie the Pooh plushies, they have some Cheshire Cat plushies kind of peppered throughout. You never know what you're going to find in each of these different booths. They do have a Minnie Mouse plushie. I want to head a little bit further inside of this one though, because I'm noticing a good selection of different Disney items, even some Harry Potter as well. This is a Harry Potter Prime 3D puzzle. It's that lenticular effect. These are $23 a piece. Really cool though, it's like a really hard book. Over here is one of the Doctor Strange light portals. They do sell those at the Character Warehouse. Now they're here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. Here's some really old ceramic figurines as well. Like I wonder what year these are from. Sometimes they'll actually have like the year that these were produced. They have a Mickey Mouse porcelain production figure, $52.99. Right next door is Goofy, and they do also have a Winnie the Pooh one. But you can get some things like underneath here. I do believe this is from a game. Yep, the Disney Infinity. These are all $8.99 a piece. The same booth though does have a couple different Funko Pops over here from the movie Up. This is Disney Pixar Doug Days. They have Carl, $19 for that. And it looks like they do have both Elsa and Anna. I always love the Funko Pops. Really cool to see them at the Antique Mall. But underneath there at this specific booth, they do have even more snow globes. Disney Mickey, you have Donald, Goofy, Pluto by the beach. That one is $70. Here's a really fun Winnie the Pooh one where Pooh Bear is holding Piglet. Even more Disney items inside of this glass case. This is a Dooney & Bourke 50th anniversary tote bag. That one is $200. Over here is a huge tie-dye plushie of Stitch. I haven't seen that one in the park, so really cool to see here at the Antique Mall. Here is a retro skinny vase. Oh, that's neat. You can see like the hidden Mickeys, $25 for that one. And there is a really old musical Mickey Mouse doll. Again, that one doesn't say the year, but it says vintage on the tag. But you're even gonna find some brand new items like here. Part of the Disney Dooney & Bourke dog collection is a huge tote bag in the original packaging. Let's see what else we got going on here though. They have a Trader Sam's tiki mug. Really neat to see them, $50 a piece. And underneath there, how about this? They have a Disney coffee brand espresso set with saucers. You got both cups there with the saucers. Those are $70 a piece. And they do have some really fancy wooden musical boxes. These are all from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. And all of these patches weren't here my last visit. These are Mickey Mouse Club. They say Walt Disney World Productions. They do have one with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Jiminy Cricket, Walt Disney Imagineering patch. That is incredible to see with Sorcerer Mickey. And check out some of the different collector's coins. They have a bunch of Indiana Jones, Walt Disney World ones, 25th anniversary. Definitely a little bit of everything. And literally right next to that cabinet is another one with a bunch of assorted Disney items, a bunch of Loungefly bags. They have the one with Woody and Bo Peep. This one again is brand new with tags. They do have the Incredibles version with Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, Edna Mode, all of the characters are on there. And here's a smaller size Disney Dooney & Bourke shoulder bag, original with tags, $139 for that. And there is a Flower and Garden, let's see here, from over at Epcot, large luggage tote. That's actually the annual pass holder exclusive in the backside. $180 for them. And then over here is a hard hat. Let's see, oh, this would be perfect to wear over to like Disney's Animal Kingdom. Those are $60 a piece. And they do have a Loungefly bag for Sesame Street that I haven't seen before. How cool is this though? Oscar the Grouch. Over here inside of the room right next door is a lot of different Universal Studios Halloween Horror Night items. This is a banner from Universal HHN 30. It says Never Go Alone. Again, that was used in the theme parks. And they do still have that Halloween Horror Night 2019 Rob Zombie Dragula vehicle. This was a photo op that was used at Universal Studios. And now you can get your picture taken here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit further inside the Lakeland Antique Mall and see what else we can find at the booths. Here's a bunch of different posters. This one is specific to Splash Mountain. It's the poster and it comes framed. $35 for that. Over here you do have Presented by Pandora, Disney Wishes Fireworks Spectacular with the castle. You can see all the park guests with the ears. Those are $35. And speaking of ears, this specific booth does have a good selection of different assorted ears, like they have the Figment ones. And this pair here was actually just released. I remember vlogging these over at the World of Disney store. They have the Captain America ears here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. Let's actually spend a moment to see what we got here. Here's those Minnie Mouse ears with the ruby red sequence bow, and then all the little felt flowers are embroidered. They do have a pair of Disney Park Loungefly ears with the original Florida Orange Bird. These are from Food and Wine Festival. Really neat to see those here. And yet another pair of Loungefly ears. These were just released to Walt Disney World. You have Mickey Mouse with the red, white, and blue. You really never know what you're gonna find here, and I feel like Halloween is right around the corner at the Walt Disney World theme parks. This pair of ears was from last year's Halloween celebration. They do glow in the dark, again with the simulated leather with Minnie Mouse. And part of the new Disney Eats collection, they also have the macaroon ears with a very sparkly yellow bow, and it has the Disney Eats collection tag on the side. But the same vendor has a bunch of t-shirts on the rack, so I do want to see what we have going on. This is a retro design with strawberry shortcake. That shirt is $13, but it does look like they do have some different Disney shirts. You got Minnie Mouse giving Mickey a kiss. Actually, the flowers in the background come together to make a heart. Looks like they do have that in a bunch of sizes. Over here is a Figment shirt. This is from Food and Wine Festival 2023. On the same rack though, they do have another retro shirt. Like this actually looks like washed and worn a bunch of times, but it's brand new. It says Villain era. You have all the assorted Disney villains from Jafar, Ursula, Scar. On the same rack, they do have another shirt. This one I don't believe was sold in the Disney theme parks, but really neat. It's like an old comic book. It says 40 cents from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. On the back wall section, here's a Mickey Mouse plushie, which would have been perfect for Valentine's Day. $18 for that, with all of the hearts. They even have a good selection of different like Stitch merchandise here at this booth. This little one here is perfect for 4th of July though. He has the red, white, and blue. Let's see what else we got doing here. A very tall cup with Stitch. He comes with a little gibbet on the top. He's riding on a surfboard. Bunch of cool different offerings though. Here's a cup that's actually still sold in the Disney theme parks. Walt Disney World with all the beacons of magic. This one's a Starbucks cup. Really neat to see those. And then over here, this one is, I do believe this was the Valentine's Day studded Starbucks cup. Here's even some retro glassware from a bunch of your classic Disney movies. These are all collector series. Walt Disney's classic Dumbo. They have Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, Pinocchio, and Walt Disney's Peter Pan. Those are in the original boxes though, so those are really, really neat. And here's a couple different stainless steel cups. This one has that 3D effect there of Walt Disney World. This has the clear lid. $20 for that. And then over here are some of your Disney Parks Starbucks cups. Even more Disney Park lounge flies inside of this case. They do have the one with the original Florida orange bird from Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2024. And here's even more of the Disney Eats collection. They have the tie-dye backpack. This one has the huge Mickey-shaped macaron. Underneath there, though, is a crossbody bag that I haven't seen before. This one has Tinkerbell. It's really sparkly. And then underneath there, they do have the Expedition Everest Loungefly. This one is really fuzzy. This is the great thing about coming here though to the Lakeland Antique Mall. All of these little individual vendors, they do sell a little bit of everything. Of course everything isn't Disney, but there's always new stuff every time you come, and it's so close to Walt Disney World. Like here's a really fun poster for Disney Pixar, A Bug's Life Thanksgiving. This is from way back in 1998, coming Thanksgiving display poster, originally hung at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now it's hanging here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. $279 for that. And over here is probably one of the creepiest Winnie the Pooh costumes that I personally have ever seen. This is in like some type of old like ride vehicle, but look at the mask on this thing. And if you are into Funko Pops, you're definitely going to want to make a stop here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have something for everybody, lots of different characters, different franchises. They have Marvel 80 Years with this one here. They have the Submariner, Wolverine, Captain America. These are all different prices, so you definitely have to come here to check the prices in case what it is that you're looking for. But they do have a lot of Disney related ones. They have Thor versus Thanos, some Amazon exclusives. Let's see what we got over here though. They have the Evil Queen on the throne. Very, very cool part of the Disney villains. Right up ahead is the Hulkbuster. But you could even see like some of them do have the prices on there. They have Count Chocula from General Mills, $55. This is one of the biggest Funko Pop chases I have ever seen, and it's of Spider-Man, $90 for that. Of course, we definitely have to check out some of the Disney ones. Here's some Haunted Mansion characters. They have Ezra from Haunted Mansion, $20 for that. They have a Disney 100 one of Elsa. Let's see what other type of characters we can find. They have Isabelle from Encanto. Over here is a very sparkly one. They have Mulan. I like the gold tone on the writing there. They have Cinderella, part of the same collection, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Princess Ariel, even some different characters like you're gonna find from Disney's Sorcerer and the Stone. They have Arthur. Look at this one here of Stitch as the Cheshire Cat. That is really, really creative. Up ahead they do have Stitch as Simba. You're even gonna find some different like Entertainment Earth exclusive ones. I love this one of Stitch though. He's like pulling his eye sockets down. Like that one is really cute. And here's one of the Funko Pop exclusives. This is a 2022 fall collection. Really neat though. They have Smee with Skull Rock. And here's a bunch of really cool Funko Pops. These are Pops with a purpose, it says. These are the metallic finish ones from Make-A-Wish. They have Minnie Mouse and Sully, so two different offerings. Those are only $16.99 a piece, and there's no better way to support something than Make-A-Wish. That's really neat. Underneath there is another Disney Princess Funko Pop. This one is of Snow White. $17 for Snow White. Right over there is Princess Jasmine. But they do have another whole cabinet that I do want to show you. Let's see what we got doing here. So a lot of different like signed Funko Pops. This one here is the Star Wars C-3PO from the voice actor, and he inscribed C-3PO. But you'll find some different like Demon Slayer ones. Here's the E.T. with a glowing heart. That's actually signed. That is awesome. These are also certified as well. $129 for E.T. Some characters from Indiana Jones. But underneath there is some of like your rare Funko Pops that they don't put out for anybody to just grab and see. But they do have a bunch of different Walking Dead ones, even some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles signed by Kevin Nash, WWE superstar. At the same booth though, they do have some different spinny racks. These are actual like pins. You can use these as Christmas ornaments though, but they have a bunch of different characters. This is the Peter Pan, only $10 inside of the plastic capsule. They have Timothy Mouse right next door, so you're not really knowing what you're gonna find on the different racks here. Here's some different like airsoft guns, but they do have some pins over on this rack. Let's see here. These are 2021. It looks like they have Mickey, Pluto, Minnie Mouse, Daisy, and Donald Duck. And then underneath there, here's a really fun one of Bolt that I haven't seen before. He has a big dog bone under him. And then right across the walkway, they do have another booth with assorted Disney Park Loungeflies. This one here is a Mickey and Minnie Disney Cruise Line one. Really neat to see a bunch of brand new Loungefly bags here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. This one here is of Stitch. He's actually in like his Halloween costume. And here's another Stitch Loungefly. This one is still sold at the Walt Disney World theme parks, a really good size. The simulated leather though is premium quality. And then right up ahead from over at Disney's Magic Kingdom, they do also have the Loungefly for one of the newest attractions, Tron. A couple other Loungefly bags that I do want to show you from Star Wars. They have the R2-D2 crossbody Loungefly. Over here is the Captain America shiny bag. This one is part of the Marvel Studios Infinity Saga. That one is still sold over at Universal Studios. This one is really neat though. You actually have Mickey and Minnie little snowmans with some snowballs inside. And yet another one. They have Mickey Mouse Frankenstein. I do believe this one was a Hot Topic one. Let's check and see what we have over here at the Recycling the Magic booth. Tons and tons of different Disney items. So here's an actual jacket from Walt Disney Imagineering. That's embroidered on the backside with Sorcerer Mickey. You're gonna find some really rare pieces of Disney history. This booth always has a great assortment of different items. Here's even more of those cast member exclusive awards. Here is, let's see, 25 years of magical service with Sorcerer Mickey. Actually, he is engraved 25 magical years. Right next door is the 1999 Partners in Excellence Award, $1,295. Definitely the prices are very expensive for all these cast member awards, but they're very hard to come by. Here's a huge sculpture from Splash Mountain, Song of the South. And speaking of Splash Mountain, how about one of the ride vehicles they have here with Brer Rabbit on the front? You can see like the rubber bumper is still attached to the front of it as well. And then the different like side beams and then the wheels. Really neat to see though, like you don't know what you're gonna find here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. In the back section though is a ton of assorted mugs and different things. Let's see here, this is the first edition Nutcracker Skipper, $95 for them. And how about this, 1938 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set by Lincoln Logs. They have the whole original set there from 1938. And definitely always take a moment to look up, because right here is a prop from over at Epcot's Mexico Pavilion, $895 for that. But again, this was used in the Disney theme parks, like part of their props. And then over here is a Donald Duck shoe polish display rack. Look at that though, the shine that water can't kill with Donald Duck. $150. This is definitely very, very old. You could tell the age on that. And then underneath there is a bunch of other like ceramic items. Three-piece 1930s Mickey's large figurine set, $900 for the three. Inside of the same booth though, they even have some Disneyland construction badges. This is number 0332 construction. They have a Walt Disney World one as well. Here's the official Mickey Mouse store. This is from way back in 1937. That is incredible, $55 for that. But you can even purchase some different like cast member badges. They have a 50th anniversary one here with the name Ethan, Simone from the Disneyland Resort. Okay, so that being said, I do want to head to the back section here of the Lakeland Antique Mall. It's actually in the back right section. They have an entire store back there. It's literally a bunch of items that were at the Character Warehouse, or they're priced like they were at the Disney Character Warehouse. Let's head back there and check out all the newest offerings. Okay, so as I'm making my way here to the back section of the Antique Mall, like they have a bunch of different booths that have like a bunch of graded sports cards, and this whole section, like you can walk in there and check out all the sports cards that they do have. There's a bunch of like old starting lineup figures. I do remember collecting these though, like when I was young. Let's see what else we can find though. Right here is actually row E. A lot of different like assorted antiques and Christmas ornaments. As I was making my way back though, I noticed a booth that I haven't seen before, and they have a bunch of baseball caps. This one has a gold finish. It says Walt Disney World. Over here, look at this one with Pluto. Like this is really neat. Right next door is a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Landing 2019 one. Only $12 for that hat, so a pretty good deal on some of the baseball caps that they have. They have Pandora. This one has 3 different patches on the front from Disney's Animal Kingdom, but it does look like they have a great assortment of different snow globes in the backside of this one. The definitely one that caught my eye is right over here from Captain Hook. I should say Peter Pan. You have Captain Hook and Peter Pan. This one is absolutely massive. Underneath there though, they do have a Disney Huffalump Wuzzle musical globe. Definitely a little bit of a tongue twister. $88. On the back side of this section there was a bunch of different Disney park ears. These are the new 2024 release ones with all the beacons of magic, Mickey Mouse. They are embroidered Walt Disney World. They do have the limoncello ears. These were just brought to the Disney Character Warehouse not too long ago with the oranges with the shape of Mickey in the front. Over here is a pair of 50th anniversary celebration ears. Yeah, these are cool. Really neat to see here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. And here's a pair of light up Americana ears with Mickey. It says MM. You got the red, white, and blue. Those are $24. And yet another very sparkly sequence pair with the oversized bow with all of the polka dots. If you are looking for the booth with all of like the Disney Character Warehouse outlet prices, you're going to come to the back section of row H. Let's head right in though and see all the newest offerings that they have. Here's a 50th anniversary Christmas ornament set with Bambi, Timon, Pumbaa, Simba. Those are $30 a piece. And then over here, it looks like they do even have some of the Play in the Park. This is a brand new collection that was just released. A set of different deluxe figurines. They are originally $30, now $22.99. In the same section is a Walt Disney World monorail. I feel like this would be perfect to put around the Christmas tree. These are only $60 a piece. You can notice all the graphics there with Chip and Dale, Pluto, Mickey, Minnie, and then all of the beacons of magic. Right over here is a Disney Pixar Toy Story light up projection game with the evil Emperor Zurg. That one is really neat. Underneath there though is a set of the Disney Munchlings refrigerator magnets. You get Mickey, Minnie. On there is also Baymax and then Stitch. Those are $12 a piece. And here's a really fancy Christmas wreath, perfect for the holiday season, from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas with all the bones. You have Jack Skellington wearing a Santa hat. They even have some of your 50th anniversary studded Starbucks cups here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. And let's see what else we got doing though. They have some Ursula Funko Pops. Also in the same section in this backside is the Disney 100 little collectible figurine of Minnie Mouse. Definitely a good amount of new merchandise though since my last visit here to the Antique Mall. Here is your classic like carry-on size suitcase with Mickey Mouse all over the place, a bunch of different graphics and designs. Here is yet another piece, definitely like the monorail. This is the Disney Railroad. That one is $50 inside of the original packaging. But right over here is a very soft fleece throw blanket. These were sold over at the Disney Character Warehouse as well. Guardians of the Galaxy, definitely very heavy. Those are $22.99. Even a couple different park zippers here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. They have the Timon one from Lion King. This one comes with the 25th anniversary of Disney's Animal Kingdom lanyard. And then from last year's Halloween celebration, they do have the Donald Duck zipper. He's a huge Donald Duck candy corn, like inside of his costume. But also over here, they do have a bunch of assorted munchlings that are new since my last visit. This is the ginormous one of Minnie Mouse. You got like the Mickey Holly berries on the top. They even have some of the weighted plushies here that are still sold in the Disney parks. This one's as good as new though. They have Pluto on his tag there. It says Pluto as well. But some of the different Disney Cuddle Buddies, they have Olaf. Look at them there, only $22.99 for that. I do believe these are $45 in the park. Also still over here in the same section from the Holiday Cookie Tree Stroll 2022 over at Epcot, they do have those ceramic cookie jars. These are a really good size with Spaceship Earth. You got the snowman wearing the Mickey ears. But underneath there, they have some 50th anniversary resort cups. It says Walt Disney World 50. You have Mickey and Minnie, and then all the beacons of magic and different Disney resorts. Those are only $3 a piece, but they do have a really good selection. Even some of your standard popcorn buckets. This one has all of the Disney characters. And here's a Disney 100 statue. This is Disney 100 Years of Music and Wonder with Maestro Mickey. You have the Frozen characters, the genie from Aladdin, Figment, $66.50. But way underneath there, they also have the 2023 Happy Halloween Trick or Treat bucket. This one does light up. It says Trick or Treat on the one side. Those are $35. But there's a bunch of different Marvel and then Star Wars merchandise since my last visit. Here's a little collectible vinyl figurine of Princess Leia. That one is $15. They have one in a much larger size box. That one's of Obi-Wan Kenobi, $32.99. But a bunch of little like Spider-Bot, little robots. These are actually like made out of foam. Those are only $5 a piece though, so a pretty good deal. And there's a whole bucket of R2-D2 little wind-up droids. $5 a piece, but they have so many of them here. And then over here is another keychain. This was sold over at the Disney Character Warehouse, the R2-D2. But over in the back section, they do have a couple different racks with assorted Disney clothing items. So I do want to dive right in and check out some of the different offerings that they have. But kind of just like a bunch of props in the backside that were used over at Universal Studios, like they have from the movie Trolls. And how about the donkey here from Shrek? Really need to see some of this stuff like that. You're not going to find anywhere else. It still blows my mind that it's here at an antique mall. Okay, so starting out on this rack, they have Meet Me on Main Street USA at Walt Disney World with Mickey and Minnie. This graphic t-shirt is $11. Right behind there, they have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Fantasyland, Walt Disney World. This is from the 50th Vault collection, that t-shirt. And then right behind there, you have Best Day Ever with all the rhinestones on the shirt for Bippity Boppity Boutique. And here's a really fancy Disney shirt, very, very sparkly. It says London, the United Kingdom Pavilion over at Epcot. But look at the lace work on the sleeves of this. I haven't seen this at the Disney parks. And you have a nice big graphic on the front. That is cool though, $11 for that. Let's see what else we got doing here. So here's a really awesome Spirit jersey that they do still sell in the Disney parks. Established 1971 on the front side. And check out the back side, very sparkly. It says Disney in the center, Walt going down one sleeve and then World on the other. Let's take a second though to peruse the shelves over here. So here's a pullover sweatshirt, Forbidden Mountain, Expedition Everest, Disney's Animal Kingdom. That one is $18. Right behind there though, let's see if this is the kids version. Okay, so this is the women's nightgown from Halloween 2023 with Mickey, Minnie, Pluto. You have all of the main Disney characters. That one doesn't have the price here, but those are originally like $30-some in the park. Right behind there is a Walt Disney World shirt with Minnie Mouse XOXO. Again, perfect from Valentine's Day. You have a nice big graphic of Minnie. This one here is a long sleeve shirt like your Under Armour no sweat material for Run Disney 2-course challenge, 19.3 miles 2022. Those are only $10 a piece, originally $40. Here's that retro design like lime green colored shirt. It says Walt Disney World a bunch of times. Those are $12 a piece. You never know what you're going to find on these racks. How about this one here? It says Love Our Disney Theme Parks, Walt Disney World. It shows you how to do some Disney recycling. Let's take a walk over in this back section though. So here's a bunch of different framed artworks that they do have from the Assorted Disney resorts. This one is a huge one. It has a Goofy surfing. It says Surfs Up, but they usually tell you exactly which resort these are from. This is from Pop Century, but this whole stack is that specific Goofy one. Here is some Polynesian Village Resort prop tables, and it shows you where exactly in the room these were used. Those are $150 a piece, but it does look like they have a couple of them here at the antique mall. And here's some smaller tables. Looks like somebody broke a coffee mug, but this one is from Disney's Boardwalk Resort concierge table. Normally $50, now only $30 for that. And they're pairing that up with a chair that was used at Ohana at Disney's Polynesian Village, $95. And right across the walkway is a bunch of really fancy chairs. This one is solid wood though, like the cushions are in perfect condition. This one was used at Disney's Yacht Club Resort, so really neat to see them. They have a bunch of them here at the antique mall. I'm really curious though where this one is used. This one was used, let's see here, it just says Disney property chair, original chair. Like this has a lot of different carvings in solid wood. That one is $60. Here's some old banners that they have with Remy and Emile from Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. And here's a huge framed artwork from Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. This actually comes with the original picture and then the frame that was used at the resort. But just like all the other merchandise, it shows you like in which rooms they were used and where they were used at. A few other pictures that I do want to show you in this back section. Here's one that was used at Disney Saratoga Springs. And again, this is all matted, the original picture and the frame, $60 for that one. Over here is another one from Saratoga Springs. This one is definitely much larger, but still a very reasonable price at $80. But you'll find really rare things like this huge Mickey shaped Christmas wreath that has all the original Christmas ornaments, but these were all used in the different Disney parks and resorts. But how about this? They have some like pirate trunks back here. These are originally used at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, $125. This would be a great item that you can repurpose though and actually use in your own home. But you're going to find even Christmas trees, Christmas wreaths, even items that were used at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Like this huge section here is a bunch of Christmas related items from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You're going to have some tall trees, some much smaller ones. They start about $75 to $95, but right here is a ginormous Harry Potter Christmas stocking. I do want to see the price. Only $150 for that. It says Universal Studios. This was used at Ollivander's. That is incredible though, with all the original Christmas ornaments on it. For $150, a very reasonable price. This booth here has a whole assortment of different random things. They have some banshees. These are little shoulder puppets that are sold over at Pandora, over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I actually just noticed these just kind of hanging out inside of this basket. They have some Star Wars monkey lizards. They actually do have about 10 of these here. I'm very surprised because I just saw these over at Disney's Hollywood Studios at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's a bunch of those in that basket. And then they do have some of your Christmas bubble wands with the Mickey on the top with the Santa hat. You have a very sparkly Mickey though. Pluto's on there, Donald Duck, and this is filled with the original bubbles. These are $22. In the same section though is a bunch of different vendors that have a bunch of like older repurposed furniture. That being said, I do want to head in the opposite section of the Lakeland Antique Mall because there's a whole spot with a bunch of Disney and Universal Studios used items. And how's about this for crazy cool? They have the Jurassic World Tribute Store sign that was used at Universal Studios. Again, it has the picture exactly where the tribute store was. That is $2,500, but that is awesome. Even more Universal Studios items as soon as you do come inside. Mardi Gras 2024 Universal Studios. This is a solid wooden sign that was used in the theme park. $195 for that. And then right behind there is a ginormous one with the King Gator. This whole spot though is a bunch of Universal Studios items. They have the Hellfire Club, Stranger Things wooden signs that were sold at Universal Studios. Over here is a Christmas stocking. That's all embroidered platform 9 3/4 Hogwarts Express. Those are $20, marked down from $32. But they even have some of the posters from Halloween Horror Nights. This one's from 2022, Never Go Alone, with Michael Myers on the front. $30 a piece for them, but a whole slew of different like Halloween Horror Night items at the specific booth. They have the little boo sippers, the HHN 30 Never Go Alone signs that were used in the theme park, but also some of the different drinkware with all the assorted monsters and whatnot. These are $20 a piece. And right over here is a ginormous Minions banner that was used at Universal Studios. And again, it doesn't say where. Obviously, it's over in the Minions section of the park. That is $500 for that, but that is absolutely massive. But over here is a bunch of different props and different things that was used at Halloween Horror Nights. Some of the different like scarecrow stocks and different things. Yeah, look at all of these. Really neat. Definitely take a moment if you come here and check everything out, especially if you're not here like buying anything. But this is a piece of like Disney theme park and Universal Studios history. But look at that, there's even a Haunted Mansion one there. So this section here is all the Vault Collectibles merchandise from Disney's Yacht Club Resort. These lamps were actually used at the resort with Mickey Mouse, $250. It has the little on and off switch, Mickey with his hat, and it actually has the original lampshades, and it shows you where in the resort that was used. Here's one from Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. You can actually purchase that nesting table that we saw a little bit earlier in the video, but this one here is just awesome with the Tiki God. These are super duper heavy though, $259 for them. And then over here is a bunch of different like Disney resort used pillows. This one doesn't say which resort this was used, but actually has like the original padding on the inside, even some from Disney Saratoga Springs, and some smaller pillowcases. I do believe this was Disney's Beach Club Resort. We did buy one of these my last visit. Let's see here, Yacht Club. Okay, so this one's from the Yacht Club. All sorts of really fun signage. This again was used in the Disney resorts. From Disney's Polynesian Village, this actually has some hidden Mickeys in it. I do want to see if we can find any of the hidden Mickeys on the inside. I do believe there were some in some waves and maybe in the sand. Drop a comment in the comment section though if you can see any hidden Mickeys inside of this one. But right over here is yet another sign from Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. This one definitely screams out the hidden Mickey, like right over here, and there's one in the corner over there in the waves. But really neat to purchase some of this different artwork that was used at Disney's Polynesian Village. On side of this bookshelf, they have the Disney original props from Animal Kingdom wall sconces. Look at that though, it has like the solid wood design with the stick pattern, $125 for them. And then over here from Disney's Animal Kingdom Resort, they have the original lampshades. It has like that sewn pattern, almost like a baseball. Those are $12.99 a piece. Here's a really fancy African garbage can. This actually has like the whole like outline there of Lion King. Let's check out some of the happenings here in the Haunted Mansion section. This is a ginormous plushie, $50 for Gus. That is awesome though. It has like the chains and then the ball, a bunch of different characters that they do have. So they've added quite a bit to this since my last visit. They have Phineas. Right underneath there is some merchandise that was sold over at the Disney Character Warehouse. They have those lawn little stakes here for Halloween. Master Gracie laid to rest. No mourning please at his request. Also some Haunted Mansion only in theaters popcorn buckets. Now these weren't sold like in the Disney theme parks. These would have been at the different movie theaters. Those are $20 a piece. And here's some different graveyard bust set of different lights. You get 10 lights inside of this set. That's really neat though. I don't think they sold these at Disney, so that's really cool. Let's check out some of the assorted Christmas ornaments. They have baskets upon baskets. This whole section is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, used in their Christmas trees inside of the lobby. This is just like a classic like solid design with a little piece of a Christmas tree attached to each and every one of them, but they do have them in a bunch of sizes. What's really cool though, it actually shows you like where these ornaments were used. This is Disney's Summerland miniature golf, so they have a bunch of resort, or I should say mini golf used Christmas ornaments there. They have Disney's Coronado Springs. And some of the fanciest dinner plates and bowls that you're gonna find. This one is used at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. They do have a good selection of the Grand Floridian plates. Like, they have so many different stacks of the dishware from the resorts. Over here is Disney's Yacht Club Resort. This one is much fancier, I feel, than the Grand Floridian one. Just the lettering, the gold and the blue looks really nice on that. And here is a original prop sign used by Disney weddings with Cinderella Castle, only $25. More new items that they have here. They have the wooden coat hangers that were used at Disney's Grand Floridian. It has the original like metal hook, the Grand Floridian logo. Definitely very, very fancy. Over here we have Disney Cruise Line Summer 2008 Mexican Riviera. That's an original print, all framed up and ready to go. $85. A little bit further inside of the Lakeland Antique Mall are even more sippers and different things. Here is the sipper from Disney's Haunted Mansion. These are in the original packaging. They have the Phineas Ghost one. Right up ahead is the Casey Jr. popcorn buckets. So many cool things, and I love how they're inside of the original bags. You wouldn't expect that. Like being here at an antique mall, they have the Tangled Stein little flip-up lid sippers in the original packaging. And then underneath there are also some Finding Nemo cups. These have the straw, only $4.95. Here is probably one of the coolest lights that I have ever seen. It has the original lampshade, Paradise Pier surfboard lamp, $395. Disneyland Paradise Pier surfboard lamp. This is incredible. Like, you don't see too much Disneyland stuff, so that is awesome to see here. Right next door from Disney's Grand Floridian Resort is a ginormous chair. This one is $295, but it's in like pristine condition with the original like padding. It shows you where the chair was used inside of the resort, and you can notice all like the little aqua blue hidden Mickeys. And they're kind of showcasing this with this big tote bag from Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings Honeymoons. They are $14.95. Let's see what we got over in this section. This is a Disney Animal Kingdom 2012 Christmas parade prop. These are snowflake wheel covers. It shows you on the vehicles where they were used. $95 a piece. Here's a Disney 100 Years of Magic. Actual drawn picture. I don't know who drew this, but that's really nice. It says 100 Years of Magic. That one is only $30. Here's some pretty cool Disney pins. This looks like all of Tomorrowland. Yeah, really neat with all the different things like the Observation, Disneyland, Tomorrowland. This is way back in 1998. And then over here is a Disneyland 60th Resort Diamond Celebration pin set. And how's about this for a really fun piece? An adult-sized baseball cap from Disneyland Hong Kong. You can see the castle. All of that is embroidered. Only $10 for that. Then underneath there is a whole rack of assorted clothing. You have the American flag with all of the hidden Mickeys. $10 for them. And then right behind there, let's see, 2008 Central Florida Bowl-a-thon. So this one's not Disney related at this booth. They have a shirt with 2 buttons for Disney Cruise Line. This one looks really vintage, $15. Definitely take a moment to look everywhere though. Like, here's a really old statue of Goofy hanging up there. We have like Sheriff Pluto, a bunch of the different characters from 101 Dalmatians. But here's some really, really rare items. They have some Mickey Mouse character used gloves with a dressing room star. So this was all used by Mickey Mouse. $4,995. Then underneath there they have some Chip and Dale character gloves as well. They come all in the shadow box with the original picture. That is crazy cool to see here. But they do have a bunch of different like framed pieces. Let's see, these are like little lithographs for the Hunchback. That is $8.95. Over here is Snow White and Dopey. Yeah, that's really neat actually. Only $7. Even more pictures though. These are from Disney's All-Star Resort. You have Donald Duck playing baseball. Looks like he whacked the ball a good one. I love his facial expression though. That one is $40. I can't get enough though of Pluto just looking down at us. Look at that. It says Studio Security on his hat. But over here is yet another framed piece. Yeah, this one is awesome. Reminds me of over at the Magic Kingdom when Donald Duck does Mickey's PhilharMagic. On this little dresser, they have a Sorcerer Mickey. This almost looks like a Jim Shore piece, but it definitely isn't. That one is $65. Over here is the MGM Studios Award, and it says here, "You deserve an award, Disney's MGM Studios." That is so cool. $25 for that. Let's see what else we got over here in this section, though. So this is still Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Cast member Frank, caring cast, pioneering traditions, heritage cast member since 1994, $125. Look at all the different banners that they have, though. A Year of a Million Dreams Disneyland with Goofy. Let's see some of the shirts that they have here on this mannequin. This is the Disneyland Resort back of the house. $20 though. This is like a cast exclusive item. On this mannequin here is another Walt Disney World item. This was used by the Walt Disney World parking lot cast member costume. $295, but you get the shirt and then the matching pair of pants. I like how they display those like on the mannequin. Here is a leather briefcase. Let's see if we can get a closer look. This is from the Disneyland Resort, a Disney family reunion. $395 for that. And then over here is a whole basket. Okay, I know what these are from when I worked at the Grand Floridian. These are the pack and play little sheets. Look at the different sets though. They have like Mickey on there, Pluto, Goofy, Donald Duck. Those are only $1 a piece, and these were used literally at the Disney resorts. But there are so many cool different framed pieces. Like this one has Walt Disney in it. Here's even part of the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin ride vehicle. This is the whole front end of it. Look at this though. At the Lakeland Antique Mall, a piece of Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. Over here, we are building a better boardwalk over at Disney's Boardwalk Resort. So another sign that was used on property. $700 for that. Then you have a Pardon Our Dust sign from Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. This one is actually made out of solid wood. $900. Some really neat items on this spinny rack that I haven't seen before. This is grand opening March 16th, 2002, Walt Disney Studios Stunt Show Spectacular. This is one of the passes, $12.95 for that one. Here's the 50th Disneyland Resort, the happiest Imagineering celebration on Earth, June 30th, 2005. Bunch of different cast items that they have here. Here's a cast member preview lanyard, Walt Disney World Imagineering. There's a whole basket of these All-Star Resort used coat hangers. Look at that though. You got Goofy, Donald, Mickey, Minnie, and then Pluto. Again, these are solid wood used at the resort. $40 a piece for them. And it looks like they even have a Toy Story MGM Studios costume. That's all embroidered on the front, Toy Story. But if you look closely at the tag, it says Disney's MGM Studios. Like that is a very, very rare piece to find. You have a Disneyland 35 years of magic sign. Here's also some of the Animal Kingdom resort used mirrors. These are $125 a piece, but everything is like carved out of there. But what I love again, it has a sign here that actually shows you where that was used in the room, like above the two chairs with the smaller size table. But they have a whole stack of them. Then over here, like this mirror is absolutely massive. I do want to see where this was used. Overstock from Disney's Port Orleans. Okay, so this was actually overstock, so it's brand new. They do have them in the original packaging though. Those are $295. And I actually almost walked past this. This huge railing caught my eye, of course with the really fancy dress and then costume, but this is an actual Walt Disney World castle railing. It shows you exactly this was used on the right hand side there of Cinderella Castle. $3,995 for that, but you can't get much more of like a piece of Disney history than this. Really, really incredible to see. Over here they have the Cinderella Royal Court. This was used back in 1990. This whole costume set though, well, that is very, very expensive, $4,750, but you could take home both of these costumes. I had such a fun time today hanging out here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. It's always a pleasure coming out, checking out all of the different booths, doing some Disney treasure hunting. That being said, there was lots of happenings, especially from Disneyland, but a great assortment of different pins, lounge flies, ears, items that were actually worn by cast members as well. Some of the ride vehicles from Disneyland and Walt Disney World. It's just an awesome place that you have to come out and check out the items. Even if you're not coming here to buy some of them high-end collectibles, it's like a Disney museum. That being said, if you are interested in any of the merchandise in today's video, definitely check out our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.